Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Barbara and I am so excited to film this video because this is my September TBR. So I'm very excited, and that is because, well, I'm coming back to my TBRvatar because I didn't play it in August because it was the Magical Readathon Aurelium. And for that alone I had 7 prompts to fulfill, so I felt like this would be just pushing it too far. So I skipped TBRvatar for August and now I'm coming back for September. But not only that, September is also the month of Bookoplathon, hosted by Becca from Becca and the Books. This is the board I printed out on a little A4. And yeah, I will play this. So I will do 4 rolls on my TBRvatar as usual, and I will do 4 rolls for Bookoplathon. For the TBRvatar, I will pick strictly books I own as usual, but for Bookoplathon I will try to double up, or like to take the books from TBRvatar if it's possible, if they fit the prompt. Or if that's not possible, I will give myself the freedom to pick a book that I have maybe from a library or from Script or these kind of services. So that's that. I think what's next is to recap how I did with my July TBR. So for the month of July I played the TBRvatar, so I got 4 books to read. First of them was from a North Pole prompt, so I had to put a poll up on my social media and people picked a book for me. They picked The Girl with the Louding Voice by Abidare, and I did read it. I read it now in August, not in July, but I still read it, so I still count it as a read book. Second book I was supposed to read was for the prompt Friend Picks Your Book, and for this my boyfriend picked The Crank Palace by James Dashner, and this was a short novella, and I did read this. The third book I was supposed to read was a book with illustrations, and for this I picked the Rebel Girls 100 Young Inspiring Changemakers, which I got from NetGalley as an ARC, and I did read that. And then the last book I was supposed to read was for the prompt Bending Scroll, so I chose a book I had from library, and that is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I am currently reading this. I'm on page 42, so not very far in. It's like this much in, so not much at all, but I'm really enjoying it and I know I will read this, so I do count this as a read book because I will read it by the end of August for sure. So that's fulfilled all 4 books, or read all 4 books, so that's 4 steps forward. But now usual punishment for the books I did buy in July and August, and I buy a lot. So, mini book haul time. So first I want to start with the books I got from the Illumicrate subscription box, and first is We All Fall Down by Rose Sabot. This was for the June, this was the June box, and this is I think YA fantasy. And then now in the July box there was The Drowned Woods by Emily Lloyd Jones. And I don't remember what this is about either, but it is fantasy as well. So these are the 2 books from Illumicrate. And then I was traveling a lot in July and I thought I would just buy a book from every country I went. So I did that. So I bought 3 books in this way. I got the book for Slovenia. So this is The Third World by Zuzana Tratnikova, or Tratnik. This is a Czech translation, and it is about the lesbian woman navigating life as a LGBTI woman in Slovenia. Next up we have is Krásni ľudia by Zuzana Šimeková, and this is about the young, successful, beautiful woman who, under the pressure of her family and the society, starts to having anxiety attacks, panic attacks, and ends up in the psychiatric hospital. And then I bought a Czech book called Hana by Alena Monštejnová, and I read this one, so I will not be taking punishment for buying books and not reading them. So I read this one, and this is a book about basically family in Czech Republic during the Second World War. Then it was also my birthday, so I gave myself a gift. I bought myself 2 books. And first book I bought was Migrations by Charlotte McConaughey, And this is contemporary fiction about the woman who goes to Antarctic to research these animals and possibly their last migration, and she starts to learn about herself and her past, I think. And then I got The Familiars by Stacey Hall, and this takes place in the UK in 1612, where there is a 17-year-old girl who is married and pregnant for the 4th time, and then she starts to meddle with witchcraft, and I'm just all in for this, so I got that. And then I bought 2 more books, and these were just for the fun of it. And those are new additions to my Taylor Jenkins Reid collection, One True Loves and Maybe in Another Life. I do plan Taylor Jenkins Reid vlog at some point, so these are for that. So in total I got 9 books in July and August, and now I'm going on a very strict buying ban. So I will be getting only Illumicrate books until the end of the year, and then I will cancel the subscription. And I don't plan to buy any more books, so that's that. So for this I will take 9 steps back on the board. And I think we can start with the rolls. Alrighty then. So last time we ended at the bending scroll tile, and I read 4 books but bought 9 books, so that means in total 5 steps back. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps back, and now we can go for roll number 1. What a roll! That's a 2. Okay. 1, 2, and it says +5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brilliant! It's a prompt. Okay, so here is our prompt bowl. So I'm gonna pick one. There's 3 that fell out. 4. So we picked the green one. Why not? And this one is book that keeps being dropped off your TBR. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so for book that keeps being dropped off my TBR, there are a couple options, but I don't think there is any particular book that keeps dropping off because I haven't played the TBR game for that long, and before I just read whatever I wanted. But there are 2 books I am interested in reading the most, probably, that I didn't get to before. One of them is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, and the other one is This Woven Kingdom by Tahira Mafi. This is the beautiful Illumicrate edition. So this is a fantasy book, and this is a coming-of-age contemporary novel about the police brutality, I think. And I think I'm leaning towards this one a little bit, because I'm just more in the mood for it right now, and also it's a little bit shorter, like 50 pages. So let's go for the roll number 2. Okay, roll number 2. 3, we are moving a bit slower this month. 1, 2, 3, Bazingze. That's not good. So we got Bazingze, and this means that I'm supposed to read a book longer than 500 pages. Which is not a very nice prompt, given I'm getting like 8 rolls total, but that's fine. Maybe I can combine it. We'll see. Longer than 500 pages. There is a book coming from Illumicrate in the August book, so I will get it in September. I don't have it yet. That should have more than 500 pages. So I will try to read that. So if it has more than 500 pages, that's the book I'm going to read. I don't want to say what it is in case you don't know or you don't want to know. But if that has more than 500 pages, I will be reading that. If it doesn't, my second option is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. This is the first book in the Millennium series, and this has 544 pages. And my boyfriend, when he read it, he loved it, so I'm really excited to get to this one in case the Illumicrate book doesn't have 500 pages. Okay, roll number 3. That was a better roll, and it's 8. I like that. I like the sound of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sneak peek. We haven't had that in a long time. Cool. Okay, so now we got a sneak peek we always land on this tile. So we are going to BookTube and see if we can find someone's TBR for September. If not, then I'll try for August. And I will try to find a book that I actually own, so I don't have to borrow it from a library or something. So let's go do that. Okay, so I searched on BookTube for September TBR and ordered them according to the upload date. So let's see, maybe we could try this one since it's for Bookoplathon. So we've got Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race. So I think that's the pick for this one then. So yeah, I got that book, Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race. I still haven't read this. I'm really excited to get to it because there is always a lot to learn how to be an ally. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this one. Great, let's go for the last roll. Okay, and last roll, hopefully not 2 because that would throw us back. We don't want that. So anything but 2, hopefully. Let's see. And we got 3. It's not a 2, so okay. 1, 2, 3, and it's Cabbage Pot. Here you go. Couldn't have ended up on a better note. But we moved on to the next sector at least, so we made some progress. Cool. Why does this game hate me? This is getting so tough. Very specific. No freedom at all in picking my books. Almost at all, except of the book longer than 500 pages, obviously. Great. Okay, anyway. I've got my cabbage pot in my spin the wheel. So let's go do that. We're going to into settings and shuffle the books. There you go. Save. Spin. Are you ready? Go. I'm so scared. No, that book I'm reading this month, so can't do that one. So let's spin again. Hide slice. Go again. What is that? No, I'm not reading complete works of, I think that's Virginia Woolf. No. Again. No. There's like 20 books. No. Do I have to? No. No. I hate this game. Why is it torturing me like this? Those are the rules. So here we have Eating Animals by Jonathan Safran Foer. This is another non-fiction book and it is about people eating animals and how it's not the best thing for the world and for us. I read the book by this author before and it was pretty good. It was We Are the Weather. It was good, I enjoyed it, but it was nothing groundbreaking. So we'll see how this goes. I think I heard there is some like graphic imagery, so we'll see how that goes because I already am vegan. I don't need to like anyone convincing me to not eat animals, for example. So we'll see, but this is the next book then. So there we go. So that's my TBRvatar stack. So we've got the Hate You Give for the book that keeps being dropped off my TBR. For book longer than 500 pages, I got the Illuminate book or The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Then for a sneak peek, we've got a non-fiction Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race. And for Cabbage Pot, we got Eating Animals, which is another non-fiction. So this doesn't seem like a too big a stack. This is alright. We'll see how it goes. I'm quite excited. Like at least 3 of the books are gonna be amazing. This one I'm a little bit worried because I just didn't feel like this was the book I would be reading in September. However, it is what it is, and this is the stack. So I think it's now time to go for the Bookoplathon rolls. Okay, here is my Bookoplathon board. I printed it out on A4. I have two D6 die. The rules are that if I roll a double, then I have to add another roll, another book. Start here on go. There it is. And I need to clarify that for the community shelf and for the chance cards, I didn't actually create the cards, but for the community shelf, instead of creating specific prompts and then adding them to my already huge pile of prompts, I'm just going to pick one from my bowl of prompts. And then for the chance card, I have a spinner wheel prepared in my phone if that happens, and there I have 8 books, so then I'll pick from there. So I think it's time to start and time to go for roll number 1. Okay, we have 3 and a 4, so that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we start with a chance. Are you serious? Anyway, we've got chance, so I got 8 books. I got it on my spinner wheel again. 8 books, 4 books that are on top of my TBR I really want to read, and 4 books that I don't want to read. I start recording the screen, so here we go. Oh! Whoa! That was intense! But we got The God of Small Things. And this is a book I had from a library, so let me pick it up. So this is the book, The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. It is the winner of 1997 Booker Prize. But I think it's a generational novel set in India. Not really sure what it's about. It's supposed to be very heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time. So I'm really curious to read this. So this goes on the stack. Okay, roll number 2. 1 and 1, so that's a double. Great. And we have buildings, so book with buildings on the cover. Now the prompt is buildings, so I need to find a book that has a building on the cover, some kind of building, and I found a perfect book, I think, for this because it's quite short and it came out this year, and it is Gallant by V.E. Schwab. I haven't read anything by V.E. Schwab yet, so this is going to be my first time. This is a middle grade, spooky, gothic horror story, I think, about a girl who gets a letter from this uncle to come meet their family in the house. I think the house is called Gallant, where her mom always warned her to never go. But she does go, and weird things start happening. So that's what I know about the book. And yeah, I'm excited to read this one. So this is going to be my pick for this prompt. And we roll double, so we are adding another roll at the end. So total 5 rolls for Bookoplathon. Okay, roll number 3. And we've got 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that is a favorite trope. Great, love it. Okay, now we got a favorite trope, and for this I'm going to pick Upgrade by Blake Crouch. I've never read any book by this author, but this is a pick for G's Patreon book club, so I have to read it anyway. And here the trope that I consider my favorite trope is a guy getting superhuman abilities. I don't think I've ever read a book about it, but I've seen a couple movies with it and I always love that and it fascinates me, so I'm just going to stretch it a little bit and put this book there. Okay, now maybe we can flip the board so we can better see the prompts. So let's go for roll number 4. And we have 3. And that is 1, 2, 3, favorite genre. Those are really nice to me. Okay, for favorite genre, these are nice prompts. For favorite genre, I think I'll be picking the book from Illumicrite that comes in August. because that would be a fantasy, which definitely is one of my favorite genres, and I already be having it in the TBRvatar. So that's the plan. Okay, and as we're going on the next side, I can turn it again, and this is roll number 5, so hopefully last roll. And it is 5 and a 6, so total of 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11! Becca recommendation! That is so cool! Love it! Okay, and in the last roll, we've got Becca's recommendation. So I went through the list that Becca provided with her like best books list, and I had to go through like 10 to find a book that I own or is on my direct TBR, and I finally found a video. It was autumn and fall book recommendations, and there I found a book that I need to read this month, and it's Rebecca. So I'm going to be reading Rebecca for this prompt. So that's that. On top of it all, I would like to also read Secret Pole Society Book Club at the Wild Sasha. And there for September, the book pick is Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. I have this in Slovak because I read this when it came out a long time ago. I don't know when that was, but I got it in Slovak long time ago, and I have it in Slovak. I brought it now back because I was interested in rereading them, and now Sasha chose it as her book club read, so I will try to get to this one, hopefully. So that's it. So this is the stack for September. It's madness, if you ask me. So we've got the Hate You Give. We've got the... Here I put the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, but I am hoping he'll be the Ilmi Crate new book. Then we've got Mom No Longer Talking to White People About Race. Then we've got Eating Animals. And then for the Bookoplathon, which honestly is just for fun. I will not be pushing it to finish that. I will try to finish the TBRvatar books. And the rest I will try. But definitely will try to read the God of Small Things because I'm supposed to return it at the end of September. So definitely will be reading that. That was for the Chains card. Then we got the Buildings on the cover for the deck picked Gallant by V. Schwab. And then favorite trope is Upgrade by Blake Crouch. I have that on audiobook, on script. And then I've got favorite genre, which is going to be the same as the longer than 500 pages book, hopefully, from Ilmi Crate. And then we got the Becca's recommendation, which is Rebecca. I don't have the book right now, but I'm going to get it from library next week. And then maybe Golden Compass on top. So it is a very big stack. I am sure I will not be able to read all of these books. But nevertheless, it was a lot of fun to film this video and to play these games. And I'm really excited. So if you are playing Bookoplathon, please let me know. I want to see your TBRs, I want to see your videos, or how it went for you. Because for me it went, you know, not too bad actually. The Bookoplathon was quite alright. Started rough, but then it went okay. The TBRvatar was very mean. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!